I think there's a lot of pieces to the PLAA that's very beneficial for both faculty and staff. One is the level of engagement. Otherwise, you would not have the level of communications that you have with the President's Council, with different members of the university community. We have an in-depth look at their jobs, at the experiences of Eastern Kentucky University, all into one academy experience.
I think what's valuable about the PLAA is that it gives you the big picture of EKU, of higher ed, how the university works, the behind the scenes that we as employees, faculty, or staff, we often don't see. So I think seeing that overview and then getting the in-depth look of how the university is structured and it works is very beneficial.
In higher education today, there's one thing that is consistent, and that is change. So thinking about how we can respond to change, how our role needs to change over time, is one of the important reasons that we have to continue to develop ourselves as leaders at EKU.
I think that the PLA is very important because it gives people like me the opportunity to learn what people in leadership positions do. It provides you practical training, it gives you the theory, and I think most importantly, it allows you to be able to talk to people in the institution who have day-to-day operations within the university.
I think what people really see or what they think that they know about each unit, development being probably one of the greatest examples of that. People think that they know exactly what they do, and really they only know a small slice or what it looks like from the outside. They miss kind of the meat and potatoes of what they really do, and getting to work with different VPs and see what they actually do was really kind of a pretty revolutionary thing for me.
I think the most important thing that I learned during the PLAA was what other people do. Of course, we learned from the administrators. Of course, we learned from the people who are leading us right now. But I think the neatest thing about the experience was getting to know the other people in the cohort. I didn't know what construction management really even was, or what project management really even was. I didn't understand what actually went into it until this class. And the other people in the cohort educated me. That's an experience you can't replace.
I learned about different leadership styles. I consider myself a leader already. I've been an associate dean for several years. But listening to different speakers talk about leadership skills and the approaches they take to solving some of the problems they face on a day-to-day was actually very useful and very valuable.
The most valuable thing I learned was the variety of requirements on the administration. I had no idea what went on behind the scenes. I had no idea even what some of our assistant vice presidents did. You just see a title and you have no idea what they do, and we learned all of that within the PLAA.
I think going forward, I've gained a lot of knowledge about what other departments do within the university, so that as a human resource professional here at EKU, I can better service those departments because I know more about what they're doing, what's their mission, and what are they trying to accomplish, so I can better tailor our services to fit their needs.
I think going forward, one of the things was the group projects that we presented at the end, and it gave me the opportunity to work with, again, a number of people that I wouldn't necessarily work with across campus. And so we've decided that we're going to stay in touch with one another and focus more on the project that we presented on and continue to implement and move forward with that.
I will be glad to help university leadership in my capacity, any way they like, and I will be the ambassador of this university, the knowledge I gained to help people engaged in university in a positive way.
I'd have to say, just within my leadership role within my program, which is construction management, I think that it makes me more effective in putting together a plan for moving forward and seeing what the administration looks at. Say I want to offer a new major or minor, what would the university look at? And truly, for future potential, changes in my career at some point, it could potentially lead to me going into administration.
Again, it was a great opportunity. You get to learn how the senior leadership, how they deal with decision making. Again, you learn about the issues they face. You get to network with areas that you do not maybe not have any experience with. So it's a great way to learn from others and help you understand EKU as a whole and how you could be a better leader in your role.
I think going forward, I'll use my knowledge that I've gained through the PLAA to further look into how the university is run and be a part of the open forums and voice my concerns and feel that I am being heard by the members of administration.
Others should consider applying and participating in the PLAA because it will give you such a broadened sense of higher education. You will learn important points relative to leadership and service. You will gain insight about challenges that our institution is facing, and you will make connections with others that will allow you to serve in a better way here at Eastern.
Well, again, it's like just getting to meet people. So people should really think hard about whether or not, they want to be part of something that is going to require them to interact with people outside their department, outside their college, different areas of the university. If people want exposed to that, that alone is a very important thing, because leaders are going to have to interact with a lot of folks. And then getting to just, go to things like the PLA Day, an EKU Day, Future Madison County Day in Frankfurt, and see how our university, is out there, front stage, in front of our state's top leaders, the governor and all of them. I mean, those are experiences that, who wouldn't want those experiences? And to be fortunate enough that the president and the powers that be, the selection committee decided that I could be able to be part of this, that's pretty, special in its own right. And, but we get to meet cool people, we get to see how they conduct themselves. Who wouldn't want to do the PLAA at Eastern?